This lady seriously sitting up here trying to get rid of these people. And she did it on FaceTime.
Ashley Grayson, I was disgusted at the fact of all the lies that has been told and everything that she's been doing behind the scenes.
I get somebody get back. And y'all need to be capitalizing on what's going on right now and get y'all get back instead of trying to further defend her, making her even more popular and rich.
First of all, everything in that course was like ABC 1, 2, 3 and stuff that I already knew. So it's just like, what did I just spend my money on? I'm thinking I'm about to get some exclusive information. So yeah, I was one of the ones who spent over $2,000 on her credit repair course and her digital course recipe. Baby, when I tell y'all I spent a total of $5,000 based on her recommendations.
What do Ashley Grayson, Keefe D, and Shara Wright Robinson have in common? Well, for one, Ashley caught the FBI on herself exposing her criminal plot, and she's being represented by the law firm of Ballin, and Fishman. The same Memphis, Tennessee defense team Shara Wright hired for her trial where she was convicted of murdering her late husband, former NBA player Lorenzen Wright.
What she do, she went from, so the credit repair, AMPM credit repair, the AMPM Academy, that teach people how to start their own credit repair business. Okay. But then, always with time comes elevation. So she's like, I want to teach people how to, whatever their niche is or niche, whatever you call it, like, I want to teach people how to start their own course.
Before diving into this Ashley Grayson case update, can I get you to please hit the subscribe button and notification bell? Because trust me, things are just heating up and you will not want to miss any episodes. Also, a quick correction to a previous video. Research leads me to believe Ashley Grayson's RICO indictment is related to her murder for hire as well as credit repair schemes, and not Olivia Johnson. My bad, girl. I'll share my discoveries a little later in this video, and guess what? Some of you may be due a refund, so stick around. A quick recap for my new audience. Ashley Messingale had a humble start into her credit repair career, and her road to financial freedom was extremely rocky.
I had a few low times in my life. One of them was when I was evicted from my apartment, and this was in 2013. I was evicted while I was at work, so I actually had to leave my job to go back home, and all of my furniture was like outside. All of my furniture, all of my belongings was just outside on the lawn, and I had to put it into a storage with very little notice that it was going to happen that day.
Ex-lover and attempted murder for hire victim Patrick Tate stated that she was capable of bringing in an unbelievable $1 million profit in less than an hour from her diligent work ethic.
Then she opened enrollment, and I saw $1 million in 8 minutes. I'm watching the sales come in. So the money is there, but when she was legit, that's cool. But once you start, running off on people, that's different.
But soon after marrying Joshua Grayson in 2022, some say she became less concerned with the quality of her work and more concerned with her appearance and her lifestyle.
And it's crazy because she always said, like, yeah, I'm not going to charge that much, like what she's charging now, over $2,000. I'm not going to charge that much unless it's like a masterclass for people who already got money. But her and that little funding boy, they start scamming people, man.
After marriage, Ashley Grayson, the millionaire credit repair guru, found herself in major hot water once her company, AMPM Credit Repair, began to receive major scrutiny from her clients claiming her business model was fraudulent and deceptive.
I think I followed her for a few months before I decided to purchase digital course recipe. And I only purchased that initially. And at the end of the course, she'll be like, oh, well, for anybody who wants to, didn't bundle at the beginning and you want to bundle, then you can add on the credit repair course for another $1,000. And I'm thinking, well, my course, I was starting a tax business. Didn't like, first of all, everything in that course was like ABC 1, 2, 3.
Customers felt misled and swindled out of thousands of dollars by Ashley Grayson's scammer-like ways and duped by false promises of credit improvement. Instead of Ashley improving the quality of her services, She chose to become arrogant, often blocking customers, and claimed everyone was jealous of her newfound fame and fortune.
We had a whole, I mean, I might still have it, got a whole list. It's like a chargeback list. Mm-hmm. Anybody that ever does a chargeback, they're no longer allowed to, I got to go in and block her from her social media, remove her from the classes.
Her victims eventually turned to social media in the form of TikTok and Facebook videos, where they expressed their dissatisfaction with Ashley Grayson's work. Meanwhile, others banded together, creating a private Facebook group in or around August 2022.
Yes, it is some Facebook groups that's got receipts, photos, videos, all that kind of stuff. Baby, I went on there. You know you got to answer the questions and stuff before you get into the groups. Baby, one of these groups is charging $1. You got to pay $1 to get in because they say that somebody was going back and telling Ashley what was going on in the groups. So you got to pay $1. Baby, I ain't never paid $1 so fast. I cash app so fast.
This group eventually grew to over 42,000 members with one common purpose: to expose Ashley Grayson's deceptive business practices and to take her down. In 2022, while this group was growing in numbers, Ashley publicly began to invest in multiple philanthropic endeavors, assisting the less fortunate in the South Memphis, Tennessee area.
Memphis family got the surprise of a lifetime this week. A new home paid in full. It's a video you may have seen on your Facebook timeline recently.
Majority of the people she helped were single mothers, and she awarded them with cash gifts, cars, and homes.
Since then, Grayson has given back to single moms across Memphis, buying cars and now a home. It all started when Grayson asked Johnson for a list of possible moms who needed help.
This publicity stunt helped her gain local and social media notoriety for her charitable efforts. One of Ashley's good deeds was captured by Memphis local news station on June 9th, 2022, where she purchased a home for one of her supporters/friends, Olivia Johnson's mother, Miss Deborah. The home Miss Deborah was currently living in was involved in multiple gang-related activities, including a drive-by that severely injured Olivia's 7-year-old nephew.
Daryl, about 4 months ago now, we introduced you to 7-year-old Legend Johnson. He was innocently shot in his grandma's South Memphis home by a drive-by shooter. Now his family has gotten a gift they'll never forget.
However, once Ashley gifted Miss Deborah this property, she refused to remove her name from the home's deed, creating friction in her and Olivia's relationship.
She didn't want to take her name off my mama's house. I know this sounds crazy, yeah. You know, Ashley bought my mama's house, and her name is on it, along with my mother's, but her name is on it. We never discussed it. We never talked about that prior to or afterwards. The only reason we talked about it is because the Facebook shit in the group and everybody exposing her, and they finding out that her name was on the house. That's the only reason why we ended up having a conversation about it. I'm going to tell y'all how that went.
Olivia claimed that after multiple attempts of pleading with Ashley to resolve the issue peacefully, Ashley wouldn't budge and instead turned to social media to ruin Olivia's reputation and her name with slanderous accusations.
Let me rewind. We found out, me, my mama, my sister, and we found out that Ashley's name was on the house before the internet. We found out like a month before it blew up on Facebook. So when she said she wanted to fly us out to Dallas, I was originally thinking like, okay, she getting us out here so she can talk about this house and can tell me why her name was on the house, and she can, you know, get ready to make arrangements to take her name off.
Oh, yeah, gullible ass bitch. I'm like, yeah, we done ran down on this hoe. Woo, when they took some pictures of the police car, showed this hoe. Look at the police car. We done ran down on. Look what happened. Got this whole thinking we done did something for her. So I'm like, look, I know motherfucker. She want finna pay us for it, right, y'all? So I'm telling her, look, who you think you is? I don't care if that hoe didn't die. We out here taking risks, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if you can't find nothing on Google about what happened. I don't care about none of that. I don't care if the news ain't make the news, none of that. We out here taking risks. We don't ride around with choppers. We don't do all this whole. We out here doing some shit for you, bitch. You finna come on down with something. I don't care if nobody got hurt. So this hoe agreed to come on down with something, and that same motherfucking night, we drove to motherfucking Texas and picked that up, hoe. Come on down. So the next day, when I'm leaving Texas, this bitch talking shit. I've never fell out with now one of my friends over no money. I've never fell out with none of my friends over no money. If you was hurting for some money, you could have just asked me. I give more money. I give more to strangers and all this shit. This hoe talking all this shit. You know, cause she real cocky and real smart at the mouth, real hot at the mouth because her name is on my mama house and I'm knowing this. I'm like, this hoe thinking I won't turn up on her because her name on this house. Oh, you got another thing coming. But the whole time she talking shit, y'all, she not knowing that I done already got her on FaceTime.
When we got out there, baby, no, that ain't what Ashley wanted to talk about. Ashley wanted to talk about having us kill people for her.
Because it's like, that's not my thing. I don't care nothing about that. But all that, you trying to abuse her and her situation and her house? Listen. Are you trying to be disrespectful? Got it. Got you. I got you. Pat, I got you. Pat, I got you. Ain't no conversations being had.
So you know what I did? I went along. Guess what I told her? I said, you know what? When we leave here, we can talk on FaceTime because they don't trace those. They don't trace those, none of that. We can talk on FaceTime about this.
However, Ashley obviously forgot that she hired Olivia as well as her husband Brandon to do her dirty work. Olivia in turn fired back and went to social media posting a damning FaceTime video exposing Ashley Grayson's murder for hire plan of 3 individuals.
I was trying to see, like, with the money, like, did you want us to come out there, like, tomorrow or, like, I'm trying to see, because, like...
Well, when y'all gonna do the thing with Derek? Because Josh gonna try to come after y'all do it.
Oh, okay. So Josh didn't want to do the half and half.
He want to do it after it's done. But if y'all can get that done, like, the sooner y'all can get that done, like, the next week and a half, I'll do an extra 5 on there.
Cool.
Once the video went viral, Ashley Grayson, the queen of self-sabotage, contacted the FBI on herself, claiming she was being blackmailed and extorted by Olivia Johnson.
She contacted the FBI and said we were trying to extort her because I asked her, are you going to take your name off my mama's house? Because you bought my mama's house. When you give somebody something, your name is not supposed to be on it.
Y'all, she talked about these people's life like they were nothing. Like the fact that Derica had kids, none of that mattered to her. Oh yeah, her kids be there. Oh yeah, you can do it there, like at her house. You want this lady dead at her house, in front of her kids.
And I don't care nothing about she just had a baby because you try to pay the. Well, actually, not try. You paid to take me away from my child, so I don't care nothing about that. You just had you about to have a baby or whatever. You paid $60,000. Nah.
This Christmas, let me tell y'all, this Christmas about to be the best Christmas ever, because this is the Christmas that someone didn't want my children to be able to.
The FBI began to investigate and surveillance the Graysons, and in less than a year, on July 11th, 2023, Ashley Grayson had a warrant issued for her arrest, as well as her husband, Joshua Grayson. Ashley is currently facing federal conviction, as she was indicted with the attempted murder of 3 individuals, as well as RICO and racketeering charges. The Graysons turned themselves into Memphis, Tennessee authorities on or around July 11th, 2023, and pled not guilty to the charges brought against them. At that time, Ashley was well into her 3rd trimester of pregnancy, and shortly after, on July 14th, 2023, she gave birth to baby girl Lily Kate. Many speculated she purposely got pregnant using her daughter in hopes of receiving sentencing leniency from Judge McCall, who is considered a premier judge in Memphis, Tennessee, and has a reputation for administering harsh sentences. On October 26, 2023, Ashley and Joshua's attorneys faced off with lead prosecuting attorney Neil Aldsman inside of the Western District Courtroom, located in the state of Tennessee. And this is what happened.
They got a lawyer.
What happened with Ash? She coming out? You say she win?
She's on the way out.
She on the way out. She on her way out, yeah.
On October 26, 2023, a status conference was held for the Graysons, where both opposing parties met together in a conference to discuss the case before proceeding. A quick overview. Ashley was charged on June 29, 2023 with attempted murder for hire and RICO/racketeering charges. This is a level 4 offense and punishable by law with no more than 10 years imprisonment, a fee of no more than $250,000, and no more than a 3-year period of supervised release and a special assessment of $100. This applies individually to all 3 victims listed in the murder for hire plot indictment. Currently, Ashley's only been charged with 1 count, while Joshua is facing 3 counts, which may be the reason why the married couple has chosen to have separate legal defense teams representing them. The document I'm currently reading from is information directly provided from the U.S. Department of Justice, United States Attorney, Western District of Tennessee. This document details the discovery evidence obtained and used to pursue the murder for hire/RICO racketeering case against Ashley Messingill Grayson and Joshua Grayson, and the document reads as follows. As to Rule 16 of the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure, I have enclosed a copy of the discovery consisting of Bates numbered documents 0001-0235, including but not limited to an ATF report of investigation, FBI request to open case and synopsis, FBI record of interview, Sherelle Hodge, 2 FBI record of collection of South Haven police report, search warrant for Olivia Johnson's cellular phone, FBI evidence data loading form, FBI record of investigation, multiple forms 302, search warrants for Olivia Johnson and Ashley Grayson's Facebook accounts, FBI report regarding the interviews of Patrick Tate, Derek Harwell, Olivia Johnson, Sherelle Hodge, other FBI reports regarding the interviews of witnesses, and an FBI report memorializing the download of Olivia Johnson's cell phone. Electronic discovery comes in the form of 9/10/2022 FaceTime call, a Patrick Tate phone conversation, Olivia Johnson's cell phone search warrant return, contact with the South Haven Police Department, Facebook search warrant returns, recordings of phone conversations with Sherelle Hodge, recording of a phone conversation with Aquanet Tyson, surveillance video. I'm not going to read off their addresses, but it lists their address. All of this discovery is uploaded to USAFX except the download of Olivia Johnson's cell phone, which will be provided via attorney-furnished hard drive. The United States is cognizant of its obligation under Brady v. Maryland. The United States requests any and all reciprocal discovery and notice to which it is entitled pursuant to Rule 16 and the local rules. If you have any questions or would like to discuss this matter further, please feel free to contact me.
I am confident that many of you may have a case or a potential claim to initiate a federal class action lawsuit against Ashley Grayson for the scamming that she did that scammed many of you out of thousands of dollars.
And then there's the RICO racketeering charges. And I believe I finally cracked the case wide open with this never before seen or heard information exclusive to Who Am I to Judge. A RICO is the existence of a criminal enterprise. There needs to be proof of involvement and proof the criminals were involved in illegal acts on behalf of the enterprise. The government must prove beyond reasonable doubt that an enterprise existed. The enterprise affected interstate commerce. The defendants were associated or employed by the enterprise, that the defendants engaged in a pattern of activities and the defendants conducted or participated in the conduct of enterprise through the pattern of racketeering activity, through the commission of at least 2 acts of racketeering activity as set forth in the indictment. Now catch this tea and why I believe the Ashley Grayson RICO indictment is way bigger than Olivia Johnson hitman murder for hire plot.
Was that credit repair course because she didn't teach it, Josh taught it. And first of all, he didn't teach anything. He got on Zoom and said, did y'all read the module? Do you have any questions? If you have questions, you need to go back and read the module.
Right? Let's be honest about it. You know why that is? It's because you have a low credit score. You guys, the main issue
with your credit is that you want to make sure that you're hitting the correct points prior to applying for it, right?
Let me tell y'all how God operates. God is such a non-biased God, meaning that even if you're doing evil things, if you structure it correctly, he will still friggin' bless you. That's the crazy thing about God.
What is he talking about?
He said that he'll make his blessings rain on the just and on the unjust. So it doesn't even matter. I've watched ungodly people get blessed just because they got structure.
We supposed to be talking about the credit laws.
Go read his word.
Credit laws and regulations.
The Bible says that they built the Tower of Babel. The Tower of Babel was the tallest building ever in the history of mankind. Be available for God to bless you. Walmart is where they're at because they were available for God to bless them. Amazon is where they're at because they were available for God to bless them. CVS is where they're at because they were available for God to bless them. Exxon Mobil, gasoline, right?
Bullshit. I'm telling y'all, I was so furious because she basically copied Credit Repair Cloud for that credit repair course. And I already knew about Credit Repair Cloud. So I'm thinking it's just something totally different. She waits to the end of the course and be like, oh, this is the software you got to use. I go on Credit Repair Cloud. They have steps 1 through 10, I believe, or 1 through 7 on how to set up your credit repair business. She basically copied their steps and put it into a course.
Ashley's introduction into credit repair came with the assistance of her mentor, Daniel Rosen.
And today, she's going to share all of her secrets on how she launched and grew that business to $1 million by just posting on social media.
Some may consider Rosen the kingpin of credit repair scammers. And on September 20th, 2021, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau filed a complaint and lawsuit against Rosen and his company, Credit Repair Cloud, in the United States District Court. They claimed that since 2013, Credit Repair Cloud offers small business owners an all-in-one solution for individuals who want to start their own credit repair businesses.
It's just Googling different things like about how to start a credit repair company. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just type in how to start a credit repair company verbatim. And then Credit Repair Cloud popped up.
Yay.
And it was like everything that I was looking for one by one, Credit Repair Cloud had it all in the one software.
And Rosen knew and encouraged credit repair small business owners to violate the TSR's advance fee prohibition. TSR stands for telemarketing sales rules. Allegedly, Rosen intentionally turned a blind eye to the violations of businesses using his software while racking up millions of dollars. The complaint brought forth by the Bureau seeks to offer redress to consumers, which is remedy, disgorgement, which is court-ordered legal mandated repayment of ill-gotten gains imposed on wrongdoers, appropriate injunctive relief, which is a restraining order prohibiting a party from doing certain acts or requires a party to act in a certain way, and the imposition of civil money penalties, a financial remedy imposed by the courts. These complaints were taken out against Rosen as well as his company, Credit Repair Cloud. So in layman's terms, some of you may be due a refund. This 17-page document I'm reading from can be found on my Facebook profile, Perfectly Nick. I'm putting it there in case some of you want a deep dive or if you're seeking restitution. However, I'll briefly summarize this complaint. The FAC here alleges sufficient facts that defendant knew or consciously avoided knowing that CSR users were both telemarketing their credit repair services and charging advance fees. User A, which we're not sure who that is, but for the purpose of this video, we'll assume it's Ashley. User A discussed their telemarketing tactics with Rosen, Credit Repair Cloud's owner, and Rosen knew that User A was charging customers monthly fees for credit repair services after reviewing User A's website. Rosen filed a motion to dismiss, claiming that CSR, Credit Repair Cloud's ability to view users' fee structure is insufficient to establish knowledge and also lacks merit. The FAC alleges not only that defendants, Rosen and CSR, have this ability, but also that they use the back end of the software to, in part, review CSR users' revenue to identify members of their Millionaires Club. Ashley is a member of the CSR Millionaire Club, but do you know who else is?
And I found the credit repair cloud, and it was like, oh, it's like I could feel my big mom smiling, like, this is it. And so having the credit repair cloud, it took my business from a 6-figure business to $1 million business to a multi-million-dollar business. And it's been amazing ever since.
Wow, I'm so glad to hear that.
Me too. You guys are amazing.
Well, thank you for believing in us. We looked to see how long you'd been with us, and it was 2015, right, Keenan? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So thank you. And I'm so glad.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Ashley's competitor, Derica Harwell. Now, I know many want to believe Derek is innocent, but honestly, shade no shade. She allegedly used the same scammer software from the same company, which means she also took advantage of her clients, either knowingly or unknowingly. Now, doesn't that make her just as guilty as Ashley in the racketeering plot? Put a 1 in the comment for yes, a 2 for no, and a 3 if you really don't give a damn. You're just going to head over to my Facebook profile and see how you may be eligible for restitution. So seriously, I believe some of you guys are more concerned with Ashley Grayson, who's the little fish, to recoup your finances. Meanwhile, the bigger fish who took advantage of you all, including Ashley Grayson, is out here living his best life. But who am I to judge? Anywho, I wish the Graysons and the victims the best. And once new information is exposed, I'll be bringing it directly to you. So don't forget to hit the notification bell, subscribe button, share, like. And until next time, bye.